Afternoon from Honiton in Devon. Well, we're not quite in Honiton itself. We're just north of Honiton. This is exactly where we are, in a place called Otter Falls, which is a retreat, sort of getaway type place. It's a dog-friendly place, and that's one of the reasons that we're here. And I thought, why not do a video? Now, we've been here since last night. I didn't want to start the video yesterday, though, because it was just way too dark outside. There's hardly any lighting around this treehouse. It's quite spooky, to be fair, in the night times. There was owls in the trees doing their things. And doing their things. Doing owl shit. Doing owl shit. Oh, my God. Just for full context, I've tried to do this video once already, and I'm just falling over my words. I really am. But the owls were in the trees doing their things. Doing their things again, man. They were making noises. You know what owls do? Yeah, they were making... I just nearly hit my head as well. Look, I mean, it's quite... The ceilings are quite low in here. Oh, God. Right. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. I'm really awful at these videos. I don't know why I decided it was a good idea to try and do them, but we're here anyway. What was I saying? Yes, the owls. They were in the trees making their owl noises that they make. And it sounded like a soundtrack or something like that. It was really strange, like really quite spooky. But anyway, enough about the owls in the trees. Maybe later on, if they're out again, I can show you. Well, I might not be able to show you because it'll be dark, but maybe you can hear it. I don't... Betsy's just given away something that I wanted to show you. This is a terrible, terrible start to this video, isn't it? It is dog friendly, and Betsy is here, and you can hear that she's playing with something that the lodge gave us when we got here. So it arrived in, well, it didn't arrive, it was already here. This is really bad, isn't it? Oh, Betsy, stop squeaking the toy! So Betsy's already given away the fact that she already had a treat when we got into this room yesterday. I'll explain our experiences so far from start to finish in a minute, but when we opened the door to this little lodge last night when we got here, there was this little bag on the table, and it's a nice little dog treat bag. There's some gravy bones in it as well as that toy that she was just squeaking, which we're going to take with us in a minute when we take the dog for a walk. So that should be fun. But we got here quite late last night, and there's instructions when you book, either through their website or on Host Seasons, which is where we booked. You get your confirmation email come through, and they say to you, if you're going to be late, then to give them a ring a couple of days before to let them know. They will then leave an envelope attached to the reception door, which is what they did, and this is what we had when we arrived, and it's just general instructions basically on where to go, where to park, and all of that stuff. The road that you can drive up to unload, it's single track, and there's no parking or anything like that, so we had to unload yesterday in the pitch black darkness. And then I had to reverse back down the road where there was only little tiny street lights sort of guiding the way back down to where I'm supposed to have parked the car. We did it in the end, but just for context, we got here at 10 o'clock last night. We got the little envelope off the door, and we didn't actually get into our room and get settled until around about 11, maybe 11:30, something like that. It was quite the stressful time, which is why I've decided to start this video today. I've already mentioned the fact that Betsy's here. I haven't, though, mentioned that she's nervous. I've mentioned it on previous videos, but she's a skittish dog. She barked a few times in the night at just nothing, basically. But Otter Falls have got a facility that we can use when we take Betsy for a walk, which is what we're going to go and do in just a little bit. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get down there. For now, though, I'm going to give you a room tour, which might not be... I just nearly hit my head again then. Oh, my God. The ceilings are really low. You've got to be careful. I mean, I tell everybody I'm 6 foot, but I think I'm 5'11" and a little bit, really. But anyway, when you're walking past, you've got to sort of really be careful. I mean, as I'm looking at myself on camera, I look like a bit of a knob, don't I, just walking through like this. But it's a really nice place. On first impressions, it's very peaceful. It's very tranquil. Just a cute little place for a weekend getaway. I'll give you a little bit of a room tour, and then I think we're going to take the dog for a walk. Basically, it's got everything that you need. All pretty much within reachable distance of each other. You've got quite a cute little kitchen area over there with, again, like I said, everything that you need. There is a restaurant on site, or a couple of restaurants on site. I think there might be a pub as well. I'm not too sure. It does say, though, in the leaflet that we had yesterday, what is here. It does tell you exactly what that restaurant is, and I think it gives the menu as well in this little pack that we got yesterday. But we're not going to be going there today, just because of how nervous the dog gets and stuff. So knowing that this unit has been kitted out with a kitchen and everything, we got steaks from Lidl before we came here, and then we've come here. What's the hob called? What type of hob is it? Induction. It's an induction hob, so it means basically that everything is going to take ages to cook. We didn't realise that it was an induction hob before getting these steaks, but we've got them now. So God knows how long the steaks are going to take to cook, but that's for later. For now, though, I think it's just about time to take the dog for a walk before she falls asleep and then is just not in the mood to do it. She's already lying down with her eyes closed, so I think she's halfway there to not being arsed. But let's get a harness on, let's get shoes on, let's get coats on and all that, and let's go for a dog walk, shall we? Now, this is the reality of filming a YouTube video. The idea was that I was going to come out of the treehouse and it was going to be completely silent. But no, we were met with a leaf blower. He's doing a good job though, so it's all right. But this is the road that I had to reverse down yesterday. And these little poles just here, in the night times, they light up. And it was the only source of light that I had, apart from my hazard lights and my brake lights as well. It just didn't really make for a very pleasant arrival here, but we got here in one piece, and the car is just down there somewhere. But I don't really think that this video does it any justice as to how long this road is. It seemed longer yesterday when I was reversing back down it, but yeah, like I said, we got here in one piece. Come on, Betsy.
Let's go, 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 go!
So this is where I parked the car. Now, I've got no proof of this, but this car park was full yesterday, and that was the only place I could park. Looks like I've dumped it there, though, doesn't it? Come on.
No.
Say hello then, Betsy.
No.
Good girl.
No.
We've just discovered this random little farm track, which happens to have some kind of incline on it. I would assume for experienced walkers and hikers and dog walkers and stuff out there, this is going to be nothing, but for us, oh my God, I'm dying. We had enough of climbing. We could only go as far as a gate that's just up there anyway, so we made a decision to just turn back around and start slowly walking back down the hill. But it's one of those hills though where if you start running too fast or walking too fast, you end up like not being able to stop. That was the most painful gate opening ever, wasn't it? Come on then, Bets. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall over it. Trying to get onto even ground, right? But, as you might be able to tell, we're in a secured field. It's a little dog park. As I said earlier on, Betsy's very nervous. We did see another sausage dog. We've seen a few other dogs as well, and they're all really good off the lead and all of that stuff by the looks of things. But Betsy's good off the lead, but it's just if she gets startled in a place that she doesn't know, I don't know. I've never been in that situation before, so I don't really want to be in it, to be honest. But yeah, we're at the top of the hill now. I don't think we're going to be falling over anytime soon. Maybe actually when we go from this dog park, we have to walk back through that mud, so perhaps that's going to be the time where one of us will go arse over tit. But for now, let's just enjoy this time where the dog's running everywhere. Come on, Bets, let's go. Yeah, good girl. Now this is the toy that Otter Falls very kindly gave to us when we got into our room yesterday, like I said earlier on. And I just think that's a really nice touch. It's even better touch when you've got this enclosed field. Obviously not every dog is nervous, but you like to go to these places like in hope that your nervous dog will be catered for. If that makes any sense. But I'm going to see if I can get the dog's attention. She's all the way down there at the moment. I'm not sure whether you can see. Just somewhere around here. She's here. I'm not sure whether this is going to get her attention or not. There she comes. Look at her. There she is. Come on, Bets. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There she is. Right, ready? No, she's not going to catch this. And even if she does chase it, she's not going to catch it or anything or play fetch because she's a nervous dog. I'm not sure that I'd do very well in Crufts. Honestly, I'm running up this hill and I'm not an athlete at all. I'm gonna fall over. Come on, Betsy the dog. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I'd like to welcome you to a game that we often play when we take Betsy somewhere and let her off the lead. It's called Fetch whatever we choose to bring to the field or whatever it is. And there's a cool rule to this game, and that's the fact that the dog never fetches anything that you throw. Watch, I'll show you. Betsy, what's this? There she is, look, just there. What's this? Ready? Steady? Sometimes she doesn't even listen. That's another rule to her game. We're just living in her universe at this point. Okay, so I'm going to run with this ball back up to this end of the field, and it's going to basically turn into me just playing fetch with myself. So here we go. Come on, Betsy. See? Not interested. I don't know why I'm still running, to be fair. Here she comes. Oh my god, she's coming. There she is. Right, wait there, and away she goes. Didn't even have a chance to throw this to her, to be fair. Come on. Good girl. Ready? Go. Fetch it then. It's there. Oh, I guess it's me fetching it then. Here I go. Here it is. Oh, God. Honestly, if you ever see me out and about on my own with a ball in a field, it's probably because the dog is over there somewhere eating grass or something, and I'm just playing fetch on my own. Right then, we ready? You want to play now, do you? Right, go and fetch this. Go. Fetch it back then. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Now, either one or two things have happened there. She's either realised that what I was doing was fun, or she's realised that I am playing with her toy. I'm going to get it, Bets. I'm going to get it, Bets. I'm going to get it. And she's like, yeah, go on then. Get it. I don't want it. Ready, Bets? Ready? Go. Okay, I'll get it then. I'll get it, Bets. I'll get it. 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 I think that's enough of that game. I'm a little bit tired. Now, it's not all been great, to be honest, but the not so great bits have been really because of us, or, you know, the fact that we've brought the dog here and she's nervous and all of that. I'm talking about the things like, you know, when she barked overnight last night and woke us both up. We wondered what was going on. It turns out that there was nothing there. We had some trouble finding the place yesterday, but that was probably because we got here late and the reception was closed. So we had to follow the instructions, and there was a map within the envelope that we got given, but I don't know, our brains weren't really working well. We couldn't really follow the instructions properly, and we ended up going the wrong way. So like I said, the majority of the things that could have been a little bit better are probably down to us, to be fair. But what I will say is that this field, and again, it's probably because of the time of the year that we've came to it, it's very muddy in places, which you can't help it. It's on grass, like what you're supposed to do. But it's on a lean as well. So there's a bench just there, which looks quite nice to sit on, just to have a little bit of a chill out, until you actually sit on it and you're like this. So yeah, that's a bit random. Like, you would have thought that they would have put the bench like up there because it's much flatter, but you know, it's one of those things. You just feel like you're on the side of a hill, and it's not the best, but it's all right. It's fine. We didn't really use it much anyway, so I don't really know why I'm moaning. The best thing, though, in my opinion, about this this little area, this enclosed field, is that it's completely free of charge to use. All you've got to do is phone the reception and be like, look, you know, want to take my dog there, or dogs, and then they just book your slot, and that's fine. I think it's a really nice touch that it's free of charge, especially when you've got a nervous dog as well. It's just, it's nice. Like, I don't actually think I've gone anywhere with the dog where she's been off lead where I've been this like calm, because I'm always stressed that she's going to like dart off somewhere or jump in a river where she's not going to be able to get out or something. But these enclosed fields, they're such a good idea. But the fact that this one is here and it's free of charge as well, brilliant. Oh my god, I didn't manage to record that, but here's a Crufts update for you. Betsy just went on the seesaw, and as it went over, she absolutely crapped herself and jumped off the other way. Oh my god, we need to try and get her to do that again.
Big jump. Yeah.
And then?
And then you go this way.
You come this way? I wonder if there's a category in Crufts called really nervous dog, because she would win everything. She really would. So, we've come back to the top of the hill now. You can probably tell just by the fact that I'm absolutely out of breath. If it's one thing that this walk has taught me today, and this little run around this field has taught me, is that I'm very, very out of shape.
Go.
It looks like Betsy's getting a little bit more tired now, so we're going to make our way all the way back down this field. The gate is just there. Look, I've got the ball again, honestly, I can't believe it. Shall I try and throw it for her? Right, ready, Betsy? Ready? Go! So she brings it back. To me? Is she coming to me? Is she coming to me? Oh, yeah, good girl. She did it. I'm so happy that she did that. That's just really good. Yeah, we're going to make our way now back down to the bottom of the field and out of the field. There's a lake somewhere around and about that we're going to go and try and find. And I think we're going to head back to the room then. I'm getting a bit hungry now. I don't know about you. Yeah. It's nearly time to try the induction hob. So excited. Oh my God, that was almost as painful as when I tried to open the gate earlier on. Anyway, we're out. So we're on the way to find the lake, and you might be able to see just through the trees here, there's more lodges and closer to the lake. But earlier on we saw like a pathway, which I think might go down to the lakeside. You can do fishing here and all sorts if you want to. So we're either going to find the lake, or we're going to get lost in the trees somewhere. Can I say though, if we get lost in the trees, can we get lost in the trees in the daylight and not the night time? Because I'm not being outside on my own after last night's experience with those owls. So that was the lake. You can do a full lap of it, but we've been trapped for a little bit of time because this bit is really muddy and we'd all go arse over tit. And there's a bit over there that's really muddy, but also you might be able to see just there, there's ducks chilling, and we didn't want Betsy to bark at them and disturb them. So we're going back to the treehouse now, and we're going to make a start on food, I think. So Chris is just cleaning the dog. She's not allowed on the furniture. The dog, not Chris. Betsy's not allowed on furniture. So to be honest, I think that there have been other dogs on the furniture in the past, but we're going to try our best to keep her off the furniture. You might be looking at me thinking, "Oh my God, you look like an idiot." I know I do, and I've just found a slight negative with this little tree house, and that is the fact that there's just not really any ventilation in here. Of course there's windows and stuff, but when you're out they ask you to keep them closed and stuff, and they ask you to lock the doors behind you and whatever, but when you come back in you end up walking into what feels like a sauna, as you can see. Morning, it's the next day, and we're just packing up to go home now. Checkout's at 10 o'clock. It's around about 9:30 at the moment, and yeah, I know this video's been a little bit random. We've gone from coming back to the room yesterday to the next day straight away. So let me explain why that is. Basically, I didn't want to do the video yesterday. I didn't want to carry on with it. I wanted to put my phone away for just a little bit and just be able to just switch off in the middle of nowhere. And that's what I did. Literally, yesterday, all we did, we got home. I'm calling it home. We've been here for 2 nights. But no, we got back yesterday after taking the dog to the enclosed field, and all I did was all we both did was just lay on the bed and just watch TV and just chilled out. It was really strange because this is something that we could have done at home. We could have just sat there and just had a lazy day or whatever, but I don't know whether it's something to do with the fact that I'm always at home because I'm working from home all the time, but the fact that I've been able to come into the middle of nowhere, to be out in nature, and to just literally do nothing. Like, it's almost like I've been sort of forced to just stop and just calm down, because, you know, there's certain... That's the dog, if you can hear her. But no, I've always... she's decided that she's got the zoomies right before we're going to get in the car and go home. We'll try again. Everything seems to have gone calm now in this little room. And it is quite a little room. We were saying yesterday that I don't think we could do any more than 2 nights here. Having said that though, although this is the room and this is, there's Chris there, this is how small the room is. There is another bedroom which I forgot to show you yesterday. Let's turn the light on in here. And it's just really small room. So I think this sleeps up to 4 people. And we were saying that we think it's like, you know, parents and kids maybe, because you couldn't imagine 4 adults in a room like this kind of size. But it's perfect for us for the 2 nights that we were here. And like I said, it forced you to it forced me anyway to sort of be calm and just switch off from, you know, work and other things that I'm sort of stressing about in life. Not that I'm stressing about like absolutely everything, but you know, when you just met with the same view, when you're sat there working at home and you're looking at the same 4 walls, when you work from home for so much time, it just, I don't know, it just has an effect on you sometimes. So it's been nice to come away and recharge. And I know you might sit there and say, well, just go into the office then. Well, that's exactly the same kind of thing. You go there, you sit in the same seat and you're looking at the same 4 walls. And that was the whole point of this YouTube channel, is to, you know, be able to get to a weekend and to go and vlog something, or to go on holiday somewhere, not necessarily on a weekend, obviously, but just, you know, in our spare time, just to go to as many places as we can. So I know that this was a little bit random. It wasn't that random for me. I've wanted to do a couple of dog-friendly places in the UK before, obviously, because we've got the dog. And initially, when I realised that I was going to take YouTube a bit more seriously, I was going to just do dog-friendly locations. It happened to be that we enjoyed going to Florida and all of those places that have already come to the channel. So the dog hasn't been able to go everywhere where we wanted to go. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to book this, and whilst we're there, I'm going to try and switch off, which I have done, and I'm also going to do a vlog as well. So it might have been a little bit random, but if you've gotten this far and you're still watching, then thank you so much. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is the price. We paid for the 2 nights £274. Now, because we got here late on the Friday, we basically had 1 full day here, because we didn't manage to get into bed until like 11 or 11:30 on Friday night. But no, £274 for the 2 nights. It is worth it. It was our fault that we turned up a little bit late because we had work and all of that stuff. And I suppose really it depends what you want to get out of your stay here, because we've only used a little bit of the whole resort, but there are other things like, you know, restaurants, and I think there's a pub as well. There's lots of things to do, as you can see, with the information that they provide you when you get here. It does depend what you want to do here. We've got what we wanted out of it, which was a couple of days away and a very tired dog at the end of it. So whether you want that as well, or whether you might want something different, I don't know. But yeah, it's been a really nice, quiet, peaceful weekend, where all we basically did was take the dog for a walk and just lie on the bed and not really do much. And oh yeah, we did have food as well. We had food last night. Chris cooked some steaks. I'm not just saying this because she's over there on the bed looking at me, but they were really nice. Like I say, it's just nice to just switch off. And we did try and take the dog out yesterday. I say we tried, we literally did take the dog out. As you can see, this is how dark the area gets when it's night time. So you can imagine me getting here on Friday, having to reverse all the way back down that gravel track when all I've got is those little lights sticking out of the poles for a little bit of guidance. But like I said earlier on, we made it in one piece, and we've enjoyed our weekend, and I hope you've enjoyed watching if you've gotten this far. Please do subscribe if you want to, and all of that wonderful YouTube stuff. And I don't know where we're going to go next, but I'm sure I'll vlog it.